Today's video is just a quick life update. So over the last week, I've been applying to full-time positions, and this is the first time I've ever had to do that, mostly because I've been in college since 2013. Jobs that I worked during the summer since then were summer jobs. They were usually, positions that weren't going to continue on into the academic year or beyond when the degree would end. So this has been quite the process to learn how to update my resume and CV. I've never had to write a cover letter before, so I've had to start learning how to do that and writing a lot of them. And it's the first time I've also had to kind of explain how, for certain positions, my skills with other jobs I've worked would transfer over well to this job that I haven't worked yet. So that's been fun to kind of put that together. I also got great news this week, which is that I passed my written qualifying exam for my doctoral degree. So a couple of months ago, sent in a list of about 50 sources, and it's called a 50 list. So you send in about 25 scores and recordings, and then about 25 written sources like books, articles, essays, that sort of thing, and you tie them together with a theme. So my theme, well, there were two themes for my 50 list. One was compositions for trumpet by Black composers, and then the other theme was recommendations for creating a diverse curriculum. So they sent me the question on the day of the exam, at the start of the exam, and I had 9 hours to write a response to both of the questions that they posed for this test. And I really thought that I failed it, so I was very happy to get the email this week that I passed. So I get to move on to the next step in this degree process, which is super exciting. Let's see, what else? Oh, this past week, I recorded an entire recital from home. So I, a couple of weeks ago, was supposed to have my doctoral recital, my second one, on campus, and I realized that no one was going to be able to come, basically. So I moved it to the first week of January, and then when a couple of weeks ago UCLA announced that we would be transitioning to virtual learning for the first couple of weeks, and then I kind of saw the writing on the walls that it might be longer than the first 2 weeks. So last week I just decided I'm gonna do this recital from home. I have backing tracks for all the music, so we're just gonna knock it out because I also have another recital that I have to give before I graduate. So it was really important for this to not kind of hold up the process of finishing this degree. So I recorded all of that, and I'm excited to share that, which I'll be posting to this channel on Sunday. So I have a lot of work to do to kind of edit that all together, but that was a great project for last week. And let's see what else. So Adam and I, my fiance, we decided that we are going to get married next Friday, which is really exciting. We've been engaged for the past couple of months, and we just decided that we wanted to get married and share that ceremony between the two of us and just have it be small, and then to celebrate with our friends here in LA, and then to celebrate next summer with our families and friends who aren't in LA. So yeah, it's kind of like getting to celebrate your marriage twice. So that's super exciting. I don't have a dress yet. We haven't planned really anything related to that, which is funny because I love rom-com movies. I love all these like wedding, romance movies, and I haven't planned anything for my own. But I just know that if it's the two of us there, it's gonna be a good time. So yeah, I think that's more than enough updates for a week. One last update, it was super exciting. So this morning, I was doing some research. I've been setting up 2 research blocks a day. It's pretty much how I've determined I'm going to finish this degree on time, is a little bit every day. So I've been reading for an hour and writing for an hour, and then as I get closer to when I'm going to submit my dissertation, I'm going to be bumping up that time. But for now, I've been spending 2 hours every morning kind of dedicated to this research, and I compiled a list today from a bunch of different sources for like an archive list of compositions for trumpet by Black composers. And so far on my list I have over 50 pieces, which there isn't a single source available right now that lists all of them together, because there's also a lot of new music, especially from what happened, kind of the social response from composers responding to 2020. And so, yeah, it's really exciting that there's new works in play, that I'm finding old works that aren't published and will likely take a couple of weeks, months, years to uncover with archives and libraries and working with their families. So it's a lot of work ahead, but it's super exciting because we haven't really figured out what the sound is, like what the sound is of compositions for trumpet by Black composers, what sort of styles they're using, if there's any trends between their compositions, if there's not. There's a lot of questions to be asked about this output of compositions. So that was an exciting kind of update, because a couple of years ago when I was doing research on this, there were probably less than 20 or 15 pieces that I was able to find. So one, it's showing me that I'm being more resourceful, using my sources better, and two, more people, because of last year, have started to do this research, which is super exciting because there weren't very many people doing it before. So thanks to those of you who are out there doing that work, and yeah, just excited for everything that's going on here. So all right, thanks so much for watching. See you soon.